Good evening, YouTube. How are ya? This is Carl again with the Family, Friends, and Fun channel. Spent the morning, or the early afternoon, anyway, out kayaking on the lake. Hope you guys saw that video. Now, it is time to make some dinner. So, we're going to be using, for the first time, our brand new CanCooker Junior. This is from Seth McGinnis. This was a recommendation that I saw on Bluegabe's channel. Check him out on YouTube. His brother Robert Arrington, Deer Meat for Dinner, uses this a lot too in his videos. So what we're going to be doing today, we have a lobster tail, about 4 ounces. I don't know if you can see that. Picked this up at HEB. And we got about ½ pound of shrimp, red Argentine, previously frozen, peeled and deveined, tail off. I asked the guy at the seafood counter what his recommendation was for shrimp from what they had in stock. That's what he recommended. So, start things off. This is the first time I'm using the CanCooker, so I've already rinsed it out, washed it with soap and water. You're gonna wanna spray it with some non-stick cooking spray. I just picked up some regular Pam. Get that in there. This will just make cleanup later on a bit easier. It already has a non-stick coating in it, so it should be pretty good. You're gonna wanna put about 16 ounces of water in there. And then this is just one of those little flower style steamers I picked up at the store. And put this, if you want to follow me, put this on the stove. Now when I start, I want to start it on high because you want to get the water to boil. We're going to put our lid on. It comes with these nice latches so it doesn't come flying off. You can see it's got that hole on top. So that's how it vents. It's not like a pressure cooker. So the lid's not going to come blowing off the top on you. You'll see once it starts to steam, it usually takes about 5 minutes without much water. That's when you're going to start to add your ingredients. So while that is coming up to temperature, let's get the rest going. Let's get this set back up there. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay. So, open up, actually, we're going to open up the lobster first because that takes just a tad longer than the shrimp do. Open that up. Lobster tail, picked that up yesterday. It's just already defrosted. And let's just open up the shrimp too. Oh yeah. All right, so I did do a little bit of research online. I have seen a video where a guy did basically the same recipe. He used whole lobsters, so I just didn't want to deal with all the mess, so I just picked up a lobster tail. But overall, it looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it. So what you're going to need is a large, either chef-style knife. This is a Cutco butcher knife with the red handle. Bought this for the wife for Christmas last year. So you want to take it, put the point in one of the ribs, and cut down. Spin it around, do the same thing. So by doing this, basically, you can butterfly the lobster or just split it all the way in half. That way it'll cook a little bit more evenly. Set that there. Now the shrimp. I don't know where my strainer is. In the dishwasher. Oh, there it is. So with the shrimp, we're going to put them in the sink. I know you can't see all of this. Sorry about that. It's a learning process here. I'm trying to film everything by myself. So I just dumped these in a little strainer just to knock the extra juice off of them. Gonna give them a quick rinse with cold water. Let those sit in the sink. All right. Sounds like it's starting to boil. We're just waiting to see some steam come up out of there. It'll be ready to drop the lobster in. We're gonna be using today the CanCooker seasonings butter garlic salt. This is another one that I've seen my buddy Bluegabe use a lot. I call him my buddy. I've never met him before, but I think him and I would get along just fine. So for all intents and purposes, he's my buddy. He's the one that him and his brother Robert introduced me to the CanCooker, so I appreciate that. They have a lot of good content on their channels. You can look them up, Deermeatfordinner. That's Robert Arrington's channel. And Bluegabe, B-L-U-E-G-A-B-E. It's his little brother, Gabriel Arrington. Two of the main reasons why I am trying to start this channel. Put that way. Safety on. Alright, so while the water's coming up to temp, we're going to lightly season our lobster. I don't want to overdo it, but I do want to add a little bit of flavor. So just some of that. And we're going to go ahead and put some on our shrimp as well. Well, that is not working out so good. Let's do it like this. That should be plenty. Give it a little toss. All right, now we're gonna wait for the water to boil. Be right back. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, so the water just came to a boil. Steam started shooting out of the top, so I removed the lid. Gotta remember to use hot pads when you're taking the lid on or off, because the handles and the lid itself do get very hot. I've seen that online, but I just found out the hard way. So we're gonna put the lobster in there. Grab some tongs, put the lid back on, grab hot pads. Oh, I can already smell that garlic butter. All right, clamp that down. We're gonna let the lobster tail go for about 1 minute. That's all, 1 minute. Then we're gonna add the shrimp. Let's see here. Let's go kitchen timer. 1 minute, start. All right, guys. So what do you think of my new camera? This is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. I realized on my last video, my beef jerky video, the camera that I had just was not up to YouTube standards, so I had to upgrade. I bought the bundle, so I got this cool little handle that comes with it. Turns into a telescoping tripod, which is what I'm using right now. Also comes with a head mount, which I don't really like. I prefer the chest mount if possible. But yeah, it's a good upgrade for me. I'm quite happy with it so far. The video I filmed this morning, the kayaking out on the lake, was done on this camera. That one is already uploaded, so you can go check that out. Again, this is Carl with the Family, Friends, and Fun channel on YouTube. Just starting out. I think I posted maybe 5 or 6 videos so far. I'm not trying to do this as a full-time gig. I do have a regular job, but this is just something to keep me occupied during this whole COVID craziness. So, all right, 1 minute done. I'm gonna pop that off. And give you a little look-see here. So in 1 minute, you can already see, sorry, it's fogging up my camera lens already. You can already see it's starting to get a little bit of color. Plenty of steam rolling out of there, which is what you want. Move that, reposition. Now we're gonna add our shrimp. Basically, we just dump them right in there. Try to spread them out a little bit if you can. Yep, still hot. Put your top back on. Grab your hot pads. Now we're gonna go for about, I'm gonna say 4 minutes. and then take another look. So we will be back in about 4 minutes. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, we've got about a minute, a little over a minute to go. Just wanted to ask you a couple of questions real quick. If you have a CanCooker, leave a comment below. Let me know how you like it. Let me know what your favorite recipes are. And let me know if there's anything you would like to see me do in the CanCooker as well. I was so impressed with the videos that Bluegabe and Deermeatfordinner posted on this. I bought one. Before I even used it, I bought one for a good friend of mine. Long time, real good friend. And had it shipped to him. He just got it yesterday. So he's asking me for recipes. So I'm asking YouTube for recipes. Help me out. About 20 seconds to go. You know what? This was a pretty small lobster. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look. See how it's doing. See how the shrimp look. Pop those latches off. Oh, it smells good. Bluegabe. But can you smell it? I'm still using your lines, buddy. Looks good. Looks good. Ooh, it's hot. Steam is hot. Ooh, okay. Looks done. But just to be safe, we're gonna use this guy right here. Check the internal temperature of the lobster. If the lobster is at 160 or higher, then we know we're okay. And nobody's gonna get sick. Whew. Goodness. Hold that with the tongs. There's 120, there's 140. All right, so we stalled out about 150. So we're gonna let this go for about another minute. I did turn the heat down to low. I'm gonna put that back up to about medium. Let it go for about another minute. All right. Oh. So how's everybody else doing in this in these strange times? COVID is a little crazy. It's disrupted everybody's life, and really nobody alive today has ever had to deal with anything like this. The whole shutdown and sequester and shelter in place. Luckily for me, I've been working from home for the past year and a half. I have the, I don't want to say luxury, but I have the opportunity to do that with the job that I have. So it hasn't really affected me all that much, except can't take my wife and kids out to eat. Can't go out and socialize with my family and friends, which is kind of ironic since this is the family, friends, and fun channel. Anyway, we'll be right back. Thanks. All right, we're back. So it's been about another minute and a half. Just pop the latches off. We're gonna take another internal temp on the lobster. Just make sure everything's good. I'm gonna try to do this with the tongs this time because it is hot in there. Actually, you know what? That's not gonna work. We're gonna do it like this. So we're gonna stick that in there. And we're just gonna hold it. 120, 140, 150. Come on, 10 more. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And 160, okay. So we're gonna kill the heat, turn it off all the way. Then we're gonna let it sit with the lid on for another 5 minutes, just to finish the aftercook. But put the lid on, move it off the heat. Let it sit for 5 minutes and we should be ready to eat. We'll be right back. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. Let everything cool just a bit. And I let the overcook process happen. Pop these latches off. Open this thing up. Oh yeah. Take a look at that. And the lighting isn't great. I apologize for that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this right over here. Actually, put you back up there. Can you see that from here? Yeah, you can see that. Okay. So our plate. Set that down. You know what? I don't want to do it that way. Change my mind. Change of plans. We're knock that back down. Put the shrimp bag on there. We're going to try to close some of these flaps. Take this thing out all at once if we can. Oh, there we go. Lost one shrimp, that's all. Got it back. Now, dump this all out. There you go. Lobster tail and shrimp. I know it's going to be hot, but I do want to try this for you. You guys can see all this. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay. Shrimp. Shrimp is good. Shrimp is really good. Didn't overpower the flavor of the shrimp, which is what I didn't want to do. That's why I didn't add a lot of extra seasonings or anything. Now the best part about doing the lobster this way is you can stick your fork in there, and if it's done well, it should just pop right out. So it's really hot though. See that? See how it just pulls out? All right, anyway, so like I said, leave me a comment, let me know if you have a CanCooker, or even if you want a CanCooker, how you like it, if there's anything else you want me to see done with it. Thank you again, YouTube. Have a good night. I'm gonna go eat. Oh, all right guys, I'm back. One quick second. I'm back upstairs in my office, sitting down to eat, and I just gotta tell you, this lobster and shrimp is amazing. I don't know where you're at, but depending where you're at, you go to a restaurant, this is gonna be a $30, $40 plate. Lobster tail and shrimp. I made it for 15 bucks. So anyway, again, like I said, if you have a CanCooker, if you want a CanCooker, if you have any recipes you want to see me try, leave me a comment below, and we'll see where we go from there, okay? Thanks guys, have a good night.